We're going to go ahead and have the game start with Denominator and Killer Tortilla being the two captains. We do see the Morgana ban going out. Very common ban. That Snare able to catch people, and that ultimate's just so good in team fights. And we do see the Kassadin ban. I don't know about that one. He can be shut down in lane pretty easily by a Talon or a Gangplank. Just doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. And we do see the, wow, bans going out very quickly here. Shaco and Kennen are Killer Tortilla's last two bans. And then we do see Lee Sin being Denominator's second ban. Shaco, a very common ban. He can get kills and snowball into the late game very easily if you do not have a coordinated team that can play against him very well. Kennen just had AoE ultimates, just so hard to play against. And then we do see the Shen ban. Very common. Shen, very strong top laner, and that ult's giving him such global presence. We do see the first pick Malzahar going out right here.
And it seems like I think it's gonna be a Zillion mid actually.
I don't know too much about Zillion mid. I know he is a very strong laner. That double bomb is going to be able to put out such huge burst, but I just don't know if it's going to be that effective. It seems like Malzahar would win that matchup if Malzahar does play correctly. Malzahar's E is a dot that does bounce from minion to minion, so I just don't even know if Oh, and he does switch to Olaf at the last second, and it looks like that is going to be an Olaf jungle.
Ooh, and looks like blue team is picking up Graves and Nocturne again. Looks like blue team has the same team combat right now. And Olaf jungle, I don't really see that much. He used to be a very popular jungler, but we're seeing him a lot more top lane now. So it'll be
Yeah,
fun to see Olaf jungle again.
yeah, Olaf, I really don't know about that one. And I mean, he is a very good jungler. He does have an ability. His W does give him a ton of attack damage and lifesteal. But overall, he just seems like he's such a better top laner in terms of just shutting people down. He was one of the most common counters to Irelia. Just anytime Irelia goes in for a CS, just doing that true damage spam on them. And it looks like this is going to be a Lulu pick. I don't know if this is going to be AP carry or support.
That's true. I've been seeing Lulu a lot in the solo lane, and she does a lot of damage.
She does usually have to rack up some kills to be a factor, but just if she does end up getting those kills, just that 80% slow that she has, very very strong. And then we do see the Vayne pick, and it looks like that is going to be a Vayne Lulu bot lane against a Graves Janna bot lane. So two very strong lanes. It just looks like whoever can just play their bot lane better is gonna end up winning. And we do see the Pantheon pick. Pantheon mid, very good against Malzahar. Pantheon and Pantheon Talon usually picked to shut down a lot of mid laners. Ooh, and then he is switching around, so I'm not too sure who he's going to play, but he does have a lot of options.
He kind of does need to pick up an AP champion if anything, because
His team
Purple
just,
team doesn't really have any magic damage. It
yeah,
seems like Lulu is support, so there won't be that much magic damage come from her.
oh, very, very true. So it looks like just whatever he plays, he's just going to have to play an AP for sure. And he is going to go with Orianna. Very interesting pick. I have not seen Orianna played in a really long time.
Yeah, actually, she was flavor of the month a while back when she had insane range and damage and utility, and Riot only nerfed her range and she just kind of fell off. So she's still strong.
I mean,
And
she's still very strong. She just doesn't have the range that she used to have. It just seems like once that range got nerfed, everybody just kind of backed off from playing her and just kind of decided that she just wasn't worth playing anymore if she didn't have that awesome poke range.
Now looking at some of their spells, blue team does have that clairvoyance while purple team doesn't, so that will really help in the lower one fight if one team decides to invade.
Yeah, well, although we are seeing that Janna does not have an escape, so this could be pretty tough for Janna if she gets caught early on while she doesn't have her tornado in slow.
She
So,
does have the movement speed buff.
Janna, very, very quick champion. But just before she has her tornado slow combo, getting caught early on, that might just be an ensured kill on Janna. And we are getting in the delay period, waiting to get in game. I'm actually just going to run and grab a drink real quick. So, guys, just sit tight, wait 2 minutes, and then we'll be in game shortly.
Now looking at the lane matchups, looks like bot lane. I'm thinking that blue team will actually win. Graves is kind of counter to Vayne because Graves actually does more damage in lane, while Vayne picks it up later in the game. And mid lane looks like it's Malzahar against Orianna. Orianna is kind of at a disadvantage because she has to land skill shots to do all her damage. So Malzahar could actually just put his dot on Orianna and back off and avoid her skill shots. Also, Malzahar has his E, which can bounce minion to minion, so it may be easier for him to farm. Now, looking at top lane, looks like it's top Mundo. I've actually never seen a top Mundo. We usually see Mundo in the jungle. So, this will be fun watching Mundo play. And I don't know much about Mundo top, so I can't really comment on the matchup. And looking at the junglers, it's Nocturne versus Olaf. And Olaf has fallen off the radar in the jungle. He's been picked up top lane, and it'll also be fun seeing Olaf jungle again. He does have a very fast quick time, or a quick clear time, while Nocturne also does have a quick clear time. So we may see counter jungling from both sides. And Olaf does have the flash over Nocturne's exhaust, so Olaf will have a chasing tool and a escape tool, while Nocturne is just focusing on heavy ganks of his exhaust. And I don't know which comp I prefer right now. Both teams have very unusual comps. Like I haven't seen Malzahar played, I haven't seen Top Mundo played, and I don't see Lulu support played much. I usually see Lulu played in the solo lane, even though Riot Madar is a support. So, see, we're getting into the loading screen right now.
Back just in time with a drink and some jalapeno cheese bread.
And it looks like blue team has 2 skins, and purple team also has 2 skins, but pro team does have
A
Roloff.
legendary Broloff skin. Good skin analysis there, Albert.
But Mundo, I think that's a legacy skin, so
I do think so. So this is just going to be a hard skin matchup for both teams. Pretty even right here.
but Orianna does have the newer Orianna skin. Nocturne skin came out on release, while Orianna skin is a pretty new skin.
Now that Nocturne skin just seems very outclassed by the Halloween Nocturne or Ravager Nocturne.
And as I was saying in Champions, like I was talking about the matchups, and I don't really know how Mundo versus Riven is gonna go because I've actually never seen a Mundo top.
It is pretty strong. That E is Mundo's E is actually the biggest AD steroid in the game. So he's going to be able to build pretty tanky, and then when Riven wants to engage, he'll just pop his E and then basically catch up to her in attack damage.
And in the game, I think the game's about to start, and if Janet does get that CV off, if I was purple team, I'd actually just buy fast and go wherever I
Oh,
want to go
this.
because it's not worth risking an invasion from blue team just to not just not letting them see the item build is not worth getting invaded.
Hmm. And we are going to see an interesting buy here on purple team. We're seeing Orianna start off with a Doran's ring rather than Boots Pots. And that's a very interesting choice. It's going to give Orianna no sustain. And I guess she just feels so confident that she's not going to get harassed by that Malzahar.
Yeah, she will have more damage, but she won't have sustain. Like I can see Doran's ring getting bought on a mid with sustain like Morgana or Soraka, but Orianna doesn't have any sustain, so it may be a bad choice.
I think it's going to be a very, very bad choice.
Especially against Malzahar with his dot is not a skill shot like Oriana's skills are, so he could easily just put one on Orianna and every time it's up and she may have to go back to base very early.
And then also, Malzahar is actually going to have a little bit more of mana, is going to have more mana sustain in terms of, if you don't know, Malzahar's E, anytime that anytime it jumps from one minion to another or just one target to another, it actually restores mana per jump. So he is going to be able to push lanes while getting some mana back.
Yeah, and it really does seem like Malzahar just has the edge right now. And as stated by Killer Tortilla in chat, Malzahar has the moves like Jagger, another thing he has over Orianna.
You will notice that Orianna was not dancing while Malzahar was dancing, so Malzahar does seem to have better footwork, even though he is levitating right now. So that is very interesting, that though levitating, he does seem to have just such amazing footwork.
That is true.
And he is going to start pushing the lane right now. Just going to have that dot bounce around, but I don't know just this early if he's going to have the damage to keep it going, and he is not. It's going to go ahead and wear off.
Now it's a pretty even lane right now, but Orianna does have a skin over him. I think that's the only thing Orianna has over him right now.
Looking at top lane, Mundo's starting with the cleaver, which is really interesting to start with. Since he was going lane Mundo, you usually would want to start with that E in case you get into a level 1 trade.
He looking at his item build, he actually bought a ward early on. I guess he's expecting a gank from Olaf. Personally, I would have grabbed the 5 pots because all his skills cost health.
Yep, very, very true. Looking at bot lane right here, the CS is 4-8 in Vayne's favor. It seems that maybe Graves just missing a ton of CS just by like not last hitting. And Lulu is going to send, very, very nice, shot by Lulu hitting her Glitter Lance on both Graves and Janna at the same time. And
It would be a good idea for both teams to just harass, get that all attack in while the other AD is getting the last hit because neither team has sustain.
And yeah, because any damage that's being thrown on bot lane is going to stick. Now we are seeing some trading going on top lane, but it just seems Riven is coming out on top of this because Mundo just having to use his abilities, losing health while using his abilities. Riven is up on health and she still has 3 pots, while Mundo does not have any left.
And looking at the CS, Riven is ahead right now, or now it's even, but Mundo has 2 waves to clear.
Yeah, so this could end up
Riven's
going.
Gonna be behind.
Yeah, Riven is going to be behind because she is. Looks like she's a little too scared to get in tower range right here. So she's gonna end up missing out on these 3 minions. Just a little too scared to get into tower range while Mundo is there.
It seems like Nocturne is creeping in, and
Nocturne going
that is
around.
a good idea.
Nocturne going
because,
through Tribush right now.
Riven is pretty pushed.
Looks like Mundo is going to push up, and Riven.
Ooh, that was a bad time for Nocturne to go in because the minions were just there.
Oh, Riven is engaging on Mundo, just going straight in, and a bad flash, double exhaust going out, and the fear is going to go off. Riven is slowed, but she does end up dashing away, and that will be first blood for blue team.
Even though Nocturne gave the gank away, Riven really screwed up with the flash. Like it was gonna be hard even if you landed her flash away, but
Oh yeah, you
or,
definitely want to wait until the Nocturne Fear is on you before you flash, because the flash will bring you out of range, so Nocturne can't get his fear off. So that was a pretty bad flash on Riven's part.
yeah, that flash secured her death.
So it seems that Olaf is going to go ahead and take the top CS while Riven is gone, and he is, I guess, just trying to catch up in gold.
He may not catch up in gold, but when a jungler holds a lane, he usually gets more XP than he gets in a jungle, and we can see that Olaf is level 5, oh, Nocturne just turned 5.
But yeah, and such a huge problem now that Nocturne does have first blood. Just comparing the junglers, he is going to have that 400 gold advantage on Olaf.
And looking at mid lane,
Malzahar winning pretty by a pretty good amount right here, 9 CS, while still having 2 pots. And Orianna is going to flash very, very soon. I guess just assuming that Malzahar was about to ult her, just did not want to stay in that pool any longer.
I believe that was a bad flash because Malzahar, they're both level, or they haven't gone back to shop,
With just boots, I don't think the combo would have even killed her.
yeah, and he has 35 AP, but that's not enough with Orianna getting Dorn's Ring, having that HP boost.
Yeah, so I don't know, just a very, very bad play by Orianna.
And looking at mid lane right now, it seems Malzahar is just focusing on farming. He could push out Orianna relatively easily because Orianna has no pots.
Yeah, this is very true, because if he just starts pushing that wave, Orianna is probably going to play pretty conservatively, because she does not want an E to bounce to her, which it just did, and that damage, because she has no pots, is going to stick on her, and that is just not looking good for Orianna right now. She is going to go shop. Now, this might be a bad play on her part if she goes back to shop, because Malzahar is just pushing out that lane so hard, and he's just going to get so ahead on creep score if she does decide to back.
Now, comparing top lane and bot lane, it looks like top lane, Mundo's winning. Like, he has the first blood assist, so he got a lot of gold from that, and he is also winning by 14 CS, so Mundo is very ahead right now. And bot lane, it's been pretty even all game.
Yeah, both Graves and Vayne at 50 CS. Well, Graves does have 2 more CS in Vayne, but, you know, not a noticeable difference. The wave is pushed on Graves' side, so he actually does have more minions coming in. And he is putting in a lot of damage on that Lulu. Lulu, though, having both of her pots, I'm a little interested why she hasn't used them yet. Bot lane, Mundo is going to ult, and this is a fight up at top lane. And oh, the missed cleaver might just ensure that there will be no kill. 2 missed cleavers. The exhaust going out on Mundo. A ton of minions in the area, and he just barely gets away.
If I was Riven, if my cooldowns were up soon, I actually would have gone for that Mundo because there are a lot of minions. Very easy for Mundo to miss his cleaver.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And Riven does have her flash up, so that could have been a very good fight for Riven and helped her push her into the lead top lane.
It seems like Mundo's heading back, so that would give her a chance to catch up.
Looks like there is a fight going on in bot lane between the junglers. Olaf flashing very early to get out of range, but Graves is going to throw down that smoke screen, and that is going to be a very easy kill for blue team. And this might be 2 kills with the Nocturne ult, though Lulu is able to keep them a little out of range, and that flash out of the Nocturne Fear just makes it so that there are no more kills picked up for blue team in the bot lane.
That's another thing about Lulu and Jenna. Both supports are able to
have that
counter
knockback.
engage pretty well. With
Yeah.
Jenna's knockback, tornado, slow, and Lulu's amazing shields.
Lulu's amazing shield, speed up, slow, and her ultimate gives the target more maximum HP, and it also does knock enemies away from them that are in melee range.
It seems like they're trading right now, and looks
This does
like
not
they-
this does
oh.
not look like a very smart move for them. The good summoner heal and ult tumble by Vayne, giving her that invisibility, seems to have gotten them out of that situation.
And that was a very bad play on Vayne's part because early game Vayne is not strong at all compared to Graves.
No, it is not. Oh, and Malzahar going in for the ult on Orianna. Oh, everything is being blown on her right now. The fear going off, and Orianna will fall very easily. That is the third kill for blue team right now.
It's looking pretty bad for purple team right now.
Yeah,
Vayne losing bottom, and even though Vayne is expected to lose, but she could come back and carry her team later on. But this game might be unwinnable if the game keeps going on this way because every lane is losing.
Ooh, and there is some heavy damage going in on Olaf. I don't think that is going to kill him, but that is going to drop him down to 94 HP. Malzahar getting very strong right now.
There's a fight going on top lane, and Riven already blew her flash and hasn't shot her ult yet. Mundo using his ult.
Mundo using his ultimate, and I think he is going to win this fight. That E by Mundo just giving him too much of an AD steroid. You can see it gives him 55 attack damage at rank 2. And Riven saying so close, but it just seems like that fight was pretty planned by Mundo.
Yeah, and this game is looking pretty bad for purple team right now. Now Mundo is a very strong champion if he gets items. He's very tanky and able to dish out damage with his steroid.
Yeah, Mundo just overall a very strong top lane as we're seeing this game if he does play it correctly. And it looks like Olaf is coming in for a gank right now. There is a ward for blue team in the river. They are aware that he is there, so it looks like they're going to play a little passively. And then Vayne wasn't even there, so I don't know why Mundo was trying to engage on that. Just Malzahar pushing the lane pretty hard right now, winning to Orianna in CS and kills. And though Orianna does seem pretty strong right now, that triple Doran's making her very tanky and giving her a lot of mana regen, although she still has no sustain.
But looking at the items for mid lane, if Orianna lands all her skills, she may be able to beat Malzahar in a trade because there's so much health with her Doran's rings and then the same amount of AP.
It looks like they're going in for a 4-person gank on mid lane right now. We have Nocturne, who I'm assuming is going to ult through the wall once they do engage. So I think they're all just waiting for Malzahar to... Oh, Malzahar has thrown the ult. Nocturne is going to ult in. Orianna does flash to break out of range, but it just seems like Mundo is going to go in. Very nice ult by Orianna, although it is just not going to be enough. Mundo maxing that cleaver, dealing out 25% of the target's current health, but that is going to throw it at a 280 damage minimum.
It's like they've spotted Olaf and they may be going in.
Oh, Olaf is just
him right
looking
now.
in a trap and looking very trapped right now, popping that ultimate so he cannot be disabled. And they did throw down. That is a wasted exhaust on him. And they are going to grab that kill anyways, but that was not a very good exhaust. Not going to slow down Olaf at all when he has popped that ultimate.
Looks like Lulu may get caught here.
Oh, that is very...
This went cleaver, but
does win the cleaver, and it just looks like... you know, they're just going to start... looks like blue team is going to start pressuring their advantage. They are going to go for... Are they going to go for Dragon right now? No, they are not going to go for Dragon right now, and that's a very interesting choice with Mundo's cleavers, able to deal significant Dragon damage. I just think that's a very interesting choice of them not to go for Dragon right there. That could have been a really easy way for blue team to just pull ahead.
yeah, and looking at chat right now, looks like Orianna is blaming the game on Olaf, and I don't think the game is entirely Olaf's fault because Orianna actually had bad itemization at level 1.
Yeah, Orianna has lost mid very hard, has unwarded the lane, and has just been getting ganked pretty constantly. I mean, even though maybe, I guess you could say that, you know, the junglers are winning the lane for mid in terms of kills, but just, you know, that's, you know, you can't play so aggressively if you're scared of getting ganked.
Yeah, he has died twice, and if I were Orianna, the first time I died, I would have came back with a ward. And looks like
Is there going to be a fight going on top lane? Nocturne is coming in. Looks like that he wants to go for Riven, but it seems that just there's not going to be a fight going on. Mundo really not wanting to engage on that. Olaf waiting in the bush. This could be very, very bad for Nocturne right now. There is a flash going out on Nocturne, but Mundo has seen it and has come in right now, and that is going to be a kill onto Nocturne. Olaf flashing away. Oh, and the barely missed cleaver, which would have definitely ensured the kill on Olaf.
Now Riven should really fight this Mundo right now. She does have double buff. And Olaf may be able to throw a true damage.
Oh, there is some trading going down. Bot lane, Janna is ulting Vayne away, hoping to not kill the Graves, and both ADs just escaping at such very, very low HP.
Looks like if Vayne is coming back, Graves may be able to surprise Vayne with a dash and then a Q. But it seems like Vayne is just playing it safe and going back. Now, comparing the gold, blue team is still very ahead, and
Almost
looks
by
like,
about 4K.
and I think that's the first dragon, and it's still alive.
Wow. They have, yeah, purple team does have the word on dragon, so I mean, I don't know. I think the really only chance to get into the game get back into the game right here is that they're gonna have to take a dragon and just try to catch up. They are just so behind globally on gold that they either need to take a tower or a dragon to try to catch up.
Yeah, and blue team should definitely just take the dragon right now, so
Purple team
it
just
seals
won't have a
purple's
chance, yeah.
of coming back.
Now, what I do find interesting about Orianna is her itemization. She has gone for a Tear of the Goddess. Oh, Nocturne blowing the ult and going in for a gank on bottom lane. Lulu has flashed, and Vayne just laying down massive damage on Graves.
That was very bad play by Nocturne.
Yeah, a very good play by Vayne, picking up the kill on Graves in a 2v3 situation.
Now we may see a comeback from Vayne. She is a hyper carry with Fed.
So yeah, if Vayne can start keeping up in CS and grabbing some kills, she can almost single-handedly win the game for her team.
And we may be seeing a game throw for blue. We can't really see right now who's gonna win because blue team still hasn't gotten dragon, and it's pretty safe to because they're way stronger than purple team. And ooh, Graves picking the Infinity Edge, and Vayne still doesn't have that Bloodthirster.
But yeah, Graves picking up the Infinity Edge before the double Dorians.
And Berserker Greaves.
He is just going straight for that damage. I don't know if that's too smart of a move for trading bot lane. Because Vayne...
Especially because he's against Vayne. Vayne could tumble away from him and outplay him.
Yeah, Vayne can really set this up to, thanks to Graves' itemization, she really has a strong chance of winning bot lane now. Because she does have a Vampiric Scepter, which Graves does not have. And that means that she's going to have a lot more sustain than Graves bot lane because they are both playing with non-sustained supports. Ooh, Graves is going to lay some massive damage in on Vayne, and this might be a kill, but the amazing polymorph by the Lulu and ultimate just barely saving Vayne. Very nice play by Lulu.
Now, that was a very bad idea for Vayne to fight because he can't fight Graves one-on-one. He could poke him and hope he doesn't crit, but he cannot just...
So there is a fight going on at top lane, and Olaf just gonna fall so easily.
And that must be the worst feeling as a jungler. You just want to help your teammates out, but you get caught and end up cheating the lane.
Yeah, and as a jungler, I mean, like, really, if you are having trouble, you know, ganking you, that's just a situation where you just want to sit in your jungle and just farm as much as possible. And Olaf, a very strong farming jungler, so I don't know what's going through the mind of this Olaf right now.
Yeah, Olaf does have a very fast clear time. Mid, looks like Malzahar's gonna pick up the Orianna kill.
Wow, just very, very easily right there.
Now, that tier that, look at the itemization for Orianna, that Tear the Goddess is a really bad pickup. I would have gone with a Catalyst instead.
Oh yeah, she definitely needs some survivability to survive. She needed some survivability and some sustain just to survive Malzahar's burst.
Yeah, she would have needed that sustain that he's been missing all game. And it looks like Malzahar has a Riley's Crystal Scepter already, or not already, but he has it before Oriana even has a single big item.
Yeah, Oriana still just sticking with that triple Doran's boots and triple Doran's boots and the Tear of the Goddess. And Olaf picking up that blue buff rather than giving it to Oriana, I guess just seeing that she does have so much mana regen that the blue XP and gold would probably be better for Olaf than giving it to Oriana. Now Oriana doing something interesting here, roaming top. I don't know if this is that great of a move since mid is pushing, and she's just gonna end up taking the CS from Riven. I don't know if that was a good play on Riven or Oriana's part.
Well, it seems like Riven is going back, so I guess you just want to cover. But if they do decide to permanently switch, I don't. Range is pretty good on Mundo if you just stay behind minions.
Yeah, but then how is Riven even going to compare with that Malzahar? She does only have 59 CS. Malzahar, though, 2 kills and 140 CS. It looks like we may get a gank right here. Oriana ulting very early, but Olaf just did not seem to get the message. And then oh wow. That was a very, very bad play by Purple Team. Just a ton of miscommunication. And even had Olaf gone in right when Oriana engaged, I don't know if they would have gotten the Malzahar kill. Malzahar was still able to ult Oriana and take her down so quickly. Very bad play by Blue Team. I mean, Purple Team.
Oriana used her ult way too early. She should have used it when Olaf came in. Like, even though Olaf came in late, he did land a slow, and a slow is all Oriana needs for the jungler to come in and help. And it looks like
we are going to see the first dragon of the game at 22 minutes.
22 minutes. It's a very late first dragon. And
Purple Team looks like they're trying to contest it, but their jungler is not there, so that's going to be a very easy pickup for Blue Team. Now they are going in on Vayne. They have landed the fear, but it looks like Janna is going to fall. A good play by Denominator, trying to just pick up a kill in that situation, but oh, things are not looking very good for Purple Team right now. Oh, Oriana just running into all of them, and she is going to get caught and fall. Very bad play by Purple Team, making a bad situation worse, trying to engage when they were already behind.
Also, that was very bad positioning by the whole team. Like Vayne staying in too long, and Oriana just running into the middle of the team, and Olaf only coming in when Vayne and Oriana were both dead. So I don't know what's going on there.
Now that might have been an okay play had Oriana had her ult up, but she just had nothing. She didn't have Ignite, so I don't know what was going through her mind, or Flash. She had nothing up, so I don't know what was going through the mind of this Oriana as she decided to just run into the entire enemy team.
And
but just this game is getting so lopsided right now. Bot lane, the only lane that is doing decently well for Purple Team. Every other lane losing very hardly, including their jungle.
It looks like Vayne has picked up the Infinity Edge over the popular Bloodthirster on.
And without, he still does not even have rank 2 boots. He is just gone for another BF sword. And Oriana blowing her flash pretty preemptively. Just really, she had no chance of getting caught right there. A very interesting choice. And I don't know what Oriana just did. She just blew her ultimate, and now she's not going to be able to use it to save Olaf. And then that is going to be another 2 kills for Blue Team. And then this looks like they might be able to pick up the third. Oriana using her flash just a second ago, not going to be able to escape that. And this is going to be a kill on Lulu, and I'm pretty sure that is going to be good game.
And watching that play, Oriana just had no map awareness that fight.
No, she wasn't there to help her team at all. She used her ultimate very early on one person when I don't know what she was trying to do with that.
That ultimate could have saved Olaf and Riven. Like, even though it was faulty of Riven and Olaf for getting caught, Oriana could have very well saved them.
And it looks like Purple Team is going to come up right now, but Olaf running in alone. And this is a very bad play by Olaf. Wow, that was just very stupid. They are coming up. Now that 2 are dead, Purple Team is just going to be very staggered on when they're coming up. And it looks like just probably for the next minute, or for the next 30 seconds, they're not going to have a 5v5 team to fight. So I don't know if engaging is too smart of a move right now.
It looks like Mundo is just baiting right now.
Mundo just chunking cleavers at them. But it looks like now that they do have the inhibitor, it looks like Blue Team doesn't think they're going to be able to get any more out of this, and they are going to back off. Mundo being a baiter right here, just tossing cleavers and pretending that he's backing.
This Mundo is doing a lot of damage with his cleavers. This kind of makes me want to try out Mundo top lane. I've seen him in the jungle a lot, but maybe a strong laner.
Oh yeah, that AD steroid just incredibly strong for trading, and that cleaver just doing so much damage. And he is just going to be sitting in Orianna's damage, just not caring about anything she does. Oh, he has landed the slow, and he just missed the second cleaver, which is actually probably good that he's not following up with that. That may have been a death. And Orianna ulting again very early. And I don't know what she was trying to accomplish there. Her team was not very close, so that ultimate was very, very early.
Seems like Mundo's doing a lot of damage on Riven.
Yeah, Mundo just so fed with that Randuin's and Wriggles, so much armor, not taking much damage from any of the ADs on the enemy team, and then that Orianna just 0-6-0, only 136 CS, just so far behind that there is really just no magic damage going on for Purple Team right now.
And I'm seeing very unusual itemization on Graves. He has Black Cleaver.
Ooh, Black Cleaver is not a very good item. Black Cleaver probably the weakest of all Bloodthirster items, and it looks like Vayne might be getting caught right here, but she does have her flash, does go over the wall, and that looks like now she is going to have a blown summoner if there is an engage. One thing I'd like to point out is that after the inhibitor was taken, Mundo has not gone back. He has just been staying up, pushing the wave, and just chunking into Purple Team with his cleavers.
Also, it looks like Blue Team is picking up Baron right now.
Looks like Mundo just going to be able to keep the lane pushed, and Purple Team's going to have no chance of contesting this.
And also on Black Cleaver, although it is the worst BF sword item, it actually is better than Last Whisper if the enemy team doesn't have that much armor.
Oh yes, because the Last Whisper is percentage. It is percentage armor penetration, while Black Cleaver gives you flat armor penetration, which is always nice to have. Oh, and it looks like the Malzahar has disconnected. Wow, Mundo just going in the 2v5 fight and still able to pick up a kill on Olaf. And it looks like he is going to keep going, although his team really isn't there. Graves just landing massive damage on Vayne. Just with that crit that he's got. Oh my god. Oh, Orianna pulling off a very nice ultimate that was able to keep the team off of Lulu. But I just don't think this is going to be enough, and this is probably going to be the game right here.
And it just makes me cringe watching that Vayne play. Like, I am a AD player myself, and I'd say I am not a very strong laner, but I'm a very good AD player in a team fight, and that play from Vayne was just not very good with the positioning. She stayed in way too long after her whole team went back.
Oh, definitely. So I don't know how Purple Team's going to come back from this one. Their whole team is so weak to where even if they got an ace, I don't know if they'd be with a super minion push, I don't know if they'd even be able to get an inhibitor if they aced. Riven going in. This looks like a desperation play, and Malzahar just locking him down. That damage going out onto Olaf, and it looks like he is going to die. That is going to be 3 kills for Purple Team. Orianna just trying to get back into base. And this is going to be the game right here.
And Purple Team I think they just gave up because the only chance they had was if Blue Team just dove. And that was a very slim chance too.
Oh, Malzahar diving in on the fountain, and it looks like that is going to be the first kill for the game for Orianna. Oh, wait a minute.
I'd be very happy.
Orianna has picked up a second kill. She is finally starting to get some, And just as she's starting to get some gold, the game has ended.
And the Graves, looking at chat, Graves said Ori OP, and
I don't know if I'd agree with that statement. Oriana did end up going 0-6 before the last 2 kills at the very end of the game. I just don't know if that was too accurate of a statement.
well, I myself think Oriana is a very strong champion, not overpowered at all, but she was also not played to her full potential this game. Red Film just couldn't pull that Oriana off.
Uh-huh.